Ten team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first down. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Number 39, set to kick this low.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to Caden Durham. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down.
Going the other way, and he's got room. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's more to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15.
Returner is tackled down at the 15. And LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Levitt. And nowhere to go with the football, and he'll just protect it and go down.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Got a man. It's Durham.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get a little bit frustrated with offenses that run plays, especially on 4th down, that don't go all the way to the sticks. And sometimes it's the coach's fault for calling the play.
Maybe some room here. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Oregon.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Snowed under by the defense.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. He's got him. There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up the yards. They've had the defense completely on.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
Turning it on. Crosses midfield. At the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A designed run for the quarterback. Continuing to churn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Dropping back, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Intercepted by Oregon. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Running inside, it's Edwards. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the single back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for first down.
They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to do.
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the number 8 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blue Hens looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds. And